Greetings and welcome to this week's magical message. I hope you all are having a wonderful New Year's Eve. I pray that you all are excited for the year to come. And though it is not the natural New Year, we still want to acknowledge and give gratitude for the frequency that has been present, that is ending, and making room for a wonderful, beautiful new energy to come in. So if you have not checked out my New Year's reading, definitely go check that one out. There's a lot of good stuff coming. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and jump into the overview for this week. And it's interesting because a lot more cards came out this time than usual, especially where the overview is concerned. So it feels like there is this energy of wanting to really tell this story, wanting to congratulate you on one hand, and on the other hand, let you know, give you confirmation of the energies that you've been dealing with and the energies that are ending. Okay. So you have the Son of Knives, the Ten of Knives, the Three of Coins, and then Railroad Bill, which is the Chariot card. So when we look at the Son of Knives, this energy a lot of times can talk about conflict. It can talk about, coming to, whatever conclusion after two energies come together. So, whatever that energy is that comes when two things come together, maybe two opposing forces or two energies that maybe would not have normally gotten along, but they are currently, or at least they've gotten to a point where it is what it is, and it's done after that. Okay, so for a lot of you, I feel like it is that. It is, okay, these things have come out. These things have come to a head. We see them. We understand that these are the energies that we've been dealing with, that we've been battling with, that these people were people who wanted to see us fall, that these were people who invested time and energy and resources and connections into participating in our downfall. Clearly, that's not what's taking place, but that is something that those energies wanted to do. And a lot of times when you have a lot of really beautiful light, you have goodness that you want to share with the world, that you're meant to share with the world, you're going to come up against opposing forces. It kind of just is the thing, right? But I feel like some of these energies, some of these experiences have been very difficult. They've been very hard. They have called on a lot from you. They have required a lot, and maybe at times more than what you felt you had to give. And so there's also this energy of like, it's over for that. It's time's up. We've been dedicating this energy. We've been putting forth the work to end whatever this is or to see what it is. Because I feel like some of you may not have even known exactly what it was, but this energy that you may have felt that you were just battling with and that you couldn't quite put your finger on, or you had an idea where it was coming from, but you didn't know what to do about it, right? So I feel like those energies are getting ready to basically have that judgment dealt out to them, right? You've come to a point where those energies, they can go no further, right? You have to meet at this point. They can go no further. And after they have gotten to this point, it's done, whatever the verdict is. And then you have the Ten of Knives, and the Ten of Knives can talk about having had survived a disaster, having had, been saved in the nick of time, having had things work out for you in your favor despite what may have been up against you, right? You may be able to call in what it is that you need, the things that are necessary for you in this point or at this point. On the shadow end, though, it is not having had escaped whatever this thing is. It is the ending, and a lot of times a very drastic and public in a lot of ways ending, right? So this could be a thing where within a relationship, and maybe a relationship that was based more on money or more material things, maybe there's a divorce that's going on, and that divorce may be a little nasty, right? It may be more in the public where people around you outside of that relationship are, getting the deets on what's happening, what's going on. But there is this energy of it is done. Whatever it is it's done. And this energy, that decision, that energy of judgment feels like it's in the beginning of the week. So it doesn't even feel like we're going to make it to like Wednesday without this thing having been done, whatever that thing is. And so know and understand that with that, there are changes and transformations that are going to take place. So make sure that you're moving with some ease. You're not forcing or pushing anything to be any particular way, right? You got to let this dust settle a little bit so that you can see what that judgment is, but know that regardless, whatever it is, it's done. And then you have the Three of Coins, and the Three of Coins can talk about being very creative with your finances, being creative in terms of the production or the manifestation of them, maybe using your creative skills, maybe doing something that's a little unconventional, or maybe you are collaborating with more than one person to reach whatever financial goal it is that you have. Maybe you have shared values, right? Maybe on the positive side of this, you all have come to this point, you've met at this point, and at the end of the day, not only did you survive, but maybe you also have come to some kind of agreement, something that was necessary or needed, and you worked really hard for that thing, right? So that's one thing that that these cards can be saying. But there's also this energy, like I said, that there is a creativeness that is going to be required, or that you are just naturally getting into your creative energies as you're producing and creating and manifesting this newness in your life. And it feels like this could be from work that has been being done. You could be seeing the rewards of having had gone through this. Maybe you went through this battle. You went through this point of having had made it out of the space. And then with this Three of Coins, you put your skills, you put your innate abilities together. You may have been a little bit creative in terms of how you got things done, what you did with this, and where you put that, so that you could create the kind of financial backing and security, because that 3 moves into the 4, that financial security and foundation that you wanted as you that you wanted to move forward with. And then you have the Chariot card, which talks about there is this long, hard worked for goal, right? And that goal has been met, that thing has been met. So trust your efforts, know that you have put in the work. So whether you are right here in the midst of it going through this, or whether you have come out on the other side, there is something coming for you that you've been working so very hard for, something that you put in time, energy, sweat, tears, blood, everything, so that you could get to this point. And it's like it just needed for these energies to transform so that those things could come through. Because that 3 also makes me think about like kind of portal energy. And so there is a pulling, and maybe pulling from places that may seem unknown, that you or that others may not know anything about. These could be resources that are maybe not what someone would normally think of, or would have thought that be a resource that you could use, right? Or that you could utilize. But there's something in this 3 of Coins where it's very light energy. It's very supportive energy. So it's nothing, it doesn't feel like this is really a thing of like, dragging down kind of energy. Like the 3 can sometimes be like worry and fear and that kind of thing. And though you could experience some of those things, it feels like, more than not, this energy is just going to be very magical in the way that you're using those finances, in the way that you're manifesting those finances. You may be dipping into pots that other people didn't know was there, or that you didn't even know was there. Now that you know, you can use whatever it is that you need to do what you need to do, right? So there is that energy that's present. And then if we move into the beginning of the week, we have the Bishop, C.H. Manson, and this card actually came up along with the 8 of Sticks in the reading for the new year. So the Bishop talks about there being a process. He talks about there being, rules and set customs, ways of doing particular things, or way of being, so that you conform, so that you fit into this society, right? And then you have the 8 of Sticks, which talks about fast progress, movement, things working out successfully for you. Just a lot of very quick, fast successes. And after having had experienced some things too, this particular 8 of 6 talks about having had built up that tough skin and allows you to move forward with such determination, right? With so much energy and with so much certainty, right? There's a lot of certainty in this energy, which is interesting though, because the 5 of Baskets is on top of the 8 of Sticks, and then you have the 5 of Knives on top of the Bishop. And this 5 of Knives feels like there are going to be some things that are changing. Maybe you are breaking some rules, because the 5 of Knives can talk about, finding a way around certain things. So this week you may be having to kind of finagle some things around. I know it's just after the holiday, so you may find that you are finding some creative ways to meet the goals that you have. And they may not necessarily follow your general rules or steps or process of doing that particular thing. But then with this 5 of Baskets and the 8 of Sticks, there's an energy of emotional change. This could be in relationships, but this is something that's been long coming. This is not something just out of the blue. This is something that has been being moved towards. This divine, whatever this shift and change is in your relationships or in your emotions, and the way that you think about something and how something should relate. There is also this energy of survival, of having had made it out of what may have been meant to take you out, right? So, and you can take that as intensely as it applies. However, there is this energy of having had survived, of having had made it through this point. Same energy with that 10 of Knives, right? Like, one of the things that it talks about is having had made it out of a really bad situation. Or just a situation that could have been, that could have gone not in your favor, right? And it may have had some really hard-hitting impacts in terms of just how things move forward for you. So there is some things that maybe they were thought to have been your downfall, but you're moving through this and very quickly. It feels like this energy is coming together very fast. Whatever messages, I feel like there will be some messages that you receive. They will be very confirming of this swift move forward. This change of relationship. And I just felt like change of location as well. But this could be just in terms of how or where you're standing, in your relationships and what it is that you're doing. But there's a lot of wonderfulness in it. So this energy still does not feel, I know the cards can make it look a little daunting, but the energy itself does not feel really, bad in terms of just the experience. There's an energy of transformation and recognizing the change that has taken place, right? And so maybe there is a maturing, maybe that is the emotional change that takes place. Maybe there is a maturing within you where what used to work doesn't work anymore and you're ready to move on, right? So you could be getting very clear about maybe some relationships that you have currently, and maybe it's time to end. Maybe you've known that and you just haven't been in the space to really own that knowing. It could be a situation where maybe it's a new job, or maybe it's just your own habits, some ways of being with yourself, your relationship with yourself that is shifting or that's changing. Or just in the way that you move along your path and the openness that you have to the ancestors to receive the messages that they send in, that they give to you along the way to help to guide you. Okay. But there are some transformations taking place in the beginning of the week. And then we move into the middle of the week with the Garden card, 10 of Coins, Ace of Baskets, and then the Daughter of Sticks. Okay, so this little section of the week looks wonderful. I look forward to Wednesday. It really is like the end of Tuesday, Wednesday, that kind of energy. Going into the beginning of Thursday. But we have the Garden card, which stay out of drama, mind your business. You've done what you need to do. that kind of energy. And then the 10 of coins, this could be generational wealth. This could be inheritance. This could be just things working out for you financially. This could be business picking up. You could be attracting a lot more clients. Just energy around your finances period is improving, and it feels like it's not just like it's getting better, like, oh, you got a new job, but there are some real investments that you either find yourself having received the benefit of, or some investments that you begin or decide that you want to get into. Let's see. But it feels like this helps you to change maybe the way that you're living. It could be like lifestyle changes, that kind of thing. Maybe some of the things that you will experience, maybe even more so than that. Like maybe you decide to take some of this success and decide to experience some new things with your family, with your loved ones, to be able to share that same wealth and value in more ways than just financially, right? You're investing in ways that really build a person, that build their character, that build their, it builds their, I should say character, it builds their knowledge of self, all the things that you gain when you get a chance to have some really different and fun experiences, whether it's because you're traveling, because you join different groups, because you just enter these different worlds with new information. And that in itself is you investing this wealth into places where it will grow and where it will bring in more. And then you have the Ace of Baskets. So this is, total fulfillment. This is you having what it is that you need. This is energy around new baby. So someone could find out that they're pregnant this week as well. The Empress did not show up, but this daughter of Sticks coming after, she brings in messages, good messages, but really fast messages, and also gives you the energy to see whatever this thing is through to the end. Okay, so but it feels like there could be some things around the baby, but also the Ace of Baskets is also the inner child, so there's a lot of fulfillment in that area, and it feels like your inner child is going to be piqued in their excitement, in their feelings of having had received the things that they needed this during the middle of the week. So this is a really good time for you to really, kind of tune into what those things might be and allow for yourself to really take things easy, no matter how intense they may feel. Remember that you can only control what you can control. And so allow yourself to really experience the joys, the peace, the things that you have to be grateful for. Really be present with those things. Okay. Now, as we look at the end of the week, we have the Six of Coins and the Six of Baskets. So you're getting returns on investments. You got money coming in. There's money going out, but it's not like in negative ways. It's ways for you to, where you can, you may be able to pay off debts. You may be able to make certain agreements or arrangements that allow for you to move forward financially and relationally in integrity. And I also, like, when I look at the Six of Coins, I hear, like, clapping, like the ancestors are just clapping. So you've worked really hard. I feel like you have put in a lot of work to get to where it is that you're going. And you may feel as though you don't always receive the kind of recognition and gratitude that you deserve. But it's like your ancestors are clapping for you. Your ancestors are still very grateful and still very proud of the work that you've done. So know that you are going on to bigger, better, brighter, more amazing things, more amazing experiences, and things are going to be coming in for you very quickly. I would expect there to be some physical things that come in for you as well. Maybe more material things, maybe something, it could be something around like a home, or maybe plans for a home or plans to travel. But there's going to be some shifts and some changes. So make sure you go with the flow this week. But at the same time, be in a space of gratitude, knowing that what you have worked for is paying off. Okay. A lot of really powerful energy, and I just keep looking at these cards to talk about, the Sun of Knives and the Ten of Knives, and there's this energy, this old energy that's like finally leaving, it's finally over, it's finally done with, and that is a beautiful blessing. Because if you know, like I know, time is up. It is done for all of that. It's time to move forward. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close out the reading here. I hope that you all have gotten something that you can use as you move forward in your week. I pray that you all have a wonderful new year. If you like this video, make sure that you like and subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you can get notified every time I post a new reading for the week. And like I said earlier, if you have not checked out that New Year's reading, definitely check it out. I'm doing a sale until tomorrow. So if you have not gotten a chance to get a personal reading, gift yourself or gift someone that you love and care about. And whenever you do that, or whenever you refer someone, then, and they book, let's get that right, and they book, then you get an opportunity to get a 50% off reading. Okay, so blessings go all the way around. But yeah, so with that, I'm going to go ahead and close out. If you need me, all of my contact details are down below. Y'all enjoy your New Year's Eve and your New Year's Day. Bye.